Good afternoon to all of you. First of all, Dr. Brian Rubin, distinguished guest and speaker from all over the world. Brian Rubin Project, especially this Leadership Agenda Summit, friends from media, ladies and gentlemen. Please accept my sincere gratitude from India. It is an honor for me to be at the Leadership Agenda Summit today to deliver the keynote address. At the outset, I would like to give many thanks to Dr. Brian Rubin not only for giving me this opportunity to share my views on this given theme of this summit, but also for asking my institute, International Institute for Eurasian Studies, to be one of the official part of this summit. It is a huge responsibility to represent the whole Asian continent, but the aptly choosing the title of the summit when things fall apart by the organizer made me more comfortable discussing various perspectives of leadership in the context of Asia. Although my association with Dr. Brian is not so long, but still in a brief period, I came to know the leadership qualities of Dr. Brian and the works which he is doing across the globe. Brian Rubin Project are Dr. Brian's intervention to political, economic, and social culture issues worldwide. The purpose of Brian Rubin Project is to deliver and extend freedom to hundreds of millions of people around the world through the advancement of scholarship, development tools and framework, and training and mentoring the leaders in private and public sector services both. Recently, the Brian Rubin organization has undertaken a leadership development center called the Global Leadership Development Center. This center, built in the United States of America with satellite centers worldwide, will be placed where government, corporate organizations, societies, and individuals can find the tools and resources they require to reinvent their nations, organizations, and institutions for the greater productivity. I am also looking forward to being one of the partner of this upcoming projects of dear Dr. Brian. Friends, one thing is very sure that leading in tough times decide the leadership ability, no doubt in it. The contemporary situations regarding pandemic at the global level, we were facing unprecedented challenges to humankind. When things are falling apart, when we need leaders in all aspects of our life, lead from the front, who can lead from the front, some attribute, these kind of attributes make this summit more relevant. As far as Asia is concerned, this is also not exceptional. Although we have already started to discuss the post-COVID geoeconomic, geopolitics in Asia, still cannot overcome the pandemic. The second wave hit like a storm, especially in India. Over 300,000 cases per day are new normal in India nowadays. China's dubious role in spread of corona virus and continue to deceive about COVID-19 are the reason why China has been criticized widely across the world for its alleged role in increasing the novel coronavirus has infected over 100 million people across the globe. So the above situation, this is also very grim that above situations is of the two most populated countries globally. which are neighboring countries as well in Asia. In this amid pandemic chaos, the recent standoff at the border between the two most influential world economies makes it more problematic for the various stakeholders, not only in Asia but also in the world. It has its own implications in the geopolitics of the world as well. Yes, this is also true. Once you caught up this kind of situations, how you respond will be the defining moment in the future. On the one hand, China is still not open about pandemic related issues at all. On the other hand, India, being a vibrant democracy, gives the exact picture of the pandemic situations to the world. Also, helping other nations significantly poorer through vaccine diplomacy. As Prime Minister Modi described, India's philosophy Vasudev Kutumbakam means the whole world is our home. That's why, as the world third largest producer of the pharmaceutical, India was sole contestant in the race of produce COVID-19 vaccine. And India fulfilled the world expectations successfully. India has supplied around 61 million vaccine doses to nearly about 90 countries through different modalities like granting aid, gifts, commercially, and WHO Gavi's COVAX alliance. India has supplied vaccine to more than 19 countries, as I told you, in South Asia, Africa, South America, the Caribbean, Southeast Asia, and the Pacific. Without the rapid response from the Prime Minister Modi, vaccine admittance for smaller and poorer nations could have been not possible. Recently, Prime Minister Narendra Modi also kicked off the phase 4 of the world's most ambitious vaccination program, where India will start vaccination for all above the age of 18. And China is using India's pandemic crisis to keep the broader border standoff alive. This shows the intention of two different philosophy of the leadership. Either you can call it democratic or authoritarianism. I think this is the high time for leaders to come together and work for welfare of humankind instead of indulging in conflict. I think approach of respective leaders will decide not only the future of Asia but also its geopolitical effect will be long lasting. I think in that way it is very important to understand the whole criteria which is set by Dr. Brian, where it mentions that when things are falling apart, history will judge us through our practices to save humanity and amid the significant challenges. When things are really falling apart for us being a human, that's why this is very important in this particular summit. We are trying to find out the various attributes of leadership and how various conflict, various geopolitical issues, various economic issues are contemplating this pandemic situations and how they are increasing either in the more supportive way or in the negative point of view. So this really very important for us to understand the leadership approaches from different countries, whether it is from superpower, whether it is from India, Japan, Australia. It is very interesting to see when we are going to discuss in the panel discussions that how India, US, and China all together is taking into the shape into the world politics, and how US China kind of conflict, whether you are call it trade conflict or trade war, how this will lead India into this picture. Being an Indian, it will be very fascinating for me to talk about the perspective from India and how India sees that whole efforts which is put by China so far on the global level, and how US India is going through to trying to at least to contain China, not for any kind of going to be the alternative, but trying to give an option to the world where they can see the futures, how they can cooperate and collaborate in this amid kind of challenge which we are facing. And I'm really thankful to Dr. Brian for giving this opportunity. I am looking forward for the panel discussions which will be on the same topic. Thank you so much, Dr. Brian. I really appreciate your effort which you are doing in this and in this kind of pandemic challenges.